Here we have a 2019 Mazda CX-5 GS. It has a 2.5 liter inline-4 engine, automatic transmission with all-wheel drive, and only has 41,000 kilometers on the odometer. For the interior, we have your power mirrors, windows, and locks, all found below the driver's door handle. A bunch of storage along the bottom by your speaker as well. We have a nice black on black combination for the interior, with a combination of leatherette and cloth material for the bucket seats up front. And the driver's seat is power operated by the switches on the side as well. Right on the dash. And you can see we have a combination of analog and digital displays for the gauge cluster. In the very bottom corner, you'll see we have 41,805 kilometers on the odometer. The screen is customizable, so you have various different displays you can have there. Trip information, service due. If we go back to the one I started on, this is for your lane keep as well as your adaptive cruise control. So you can see how close you are going to be with your adaptive cruise control there. And then lane keep assist, you can toggle on and off. So you don't have to check to make sure it's on, you can just see it in the gauge cluster, which is super handy to have. Down here, we have your power liftgate. TCS is your traction control system toggle. Then we have your lane keep assist button there. That's the one I was pressing that was making the lines disappear and reappear. On the steering wheel, we have your Bluetooth and audio controls on this side, adaptive cruise control on the other side. So these are the controls I was using to adjust the distance on there. Super intuitive. Then for the stereo, you get AM, FM radio, you have USB and auxiliary input, Bluetooth connectivity, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. And when the vehicle's in reverse, this is where you'll find your backup camera with some guidance lines there. Below that, we do have your climate control. Get the shifter out of the way here. So at the very top, you'll see we have a heated steering wheel toggle, on or off. And then each front seat does have 3-stage heated seat controls on each side. And then you also have dual zone climate control with ice cold air conditioning. Down here, we have a cigarette lighter style outlet, a little storage area as well. Automatic gear select, slap shift off to the side if you want to do manual shifting. And then we have your sport mode toggle, electronic parking brake, and auto hold. And these are the controls for the screen in the center here. So you have a bunch of shortcuts around it. If you go to the main screen here, so applications, this is where you'd see your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, as well as vehicle status monitor. So your maintenance reminders and all that fun stuff. While the vehicle doesn't have it at the moment, you can upgrade navigation at the point of sale or anytime afterwards as well. If we go into settings here, into safety, you can see distance recognition, so that'd be your adaptive cruise control that I showed you before. SBS, that's your smart braking system. So you can configure that, how loud you want it, how soon you want it, all that fun stuff. Blind spot monitoring, pretty self-explanatory. If we look on the side mirrors, the very top corner, you can see those 2 squares connected at one point. That is where your blind spot monitoring will be on either side. So you can see it's on that side as well. So you can configure that, again, warning volume, and you can toggle it on or off if you want. And then lane keep assist, so there's the intervention as well as the departure alert. So you can configure this however you like it the best. All super intuitive to use, and then the rest of the menus are pretty self-explanatory. So sound, clock, vehicle information, so your rain sensing wipers, all that fun stuff. So use the controls here to go through all that, and then this is strictly for volume, and then you have an instant mute by pressing down, which is super handy if you're going through a drive-through. So instead of constantly spinning it down, you just press mute, you can talk, and then when you're done, you can just resume it by pressing it again. Then we also have 2 cup holders in the middle, a nice big armrest as well. You have a little removable storage tray. So in here you have 2 USB ports. The one with the smartphone icon is the one you'd use to use your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Then we have an auxiliary input beside that. The SD card reader is strictly for your navigation system. So that's where you would input the SD card for the nav and it would update to the system. And then we have another 12-volt input there as well. Then up top we have your auto dimming rearview mirror. This thing off to the side here is for your aftermarket remote start system. Then we have your dome light controls, sunglass holder, and your sunroof control for the nice big sunroof up top. The CX-5 GS is equipped with 17-inch factory alloy wheels wrapped in Yokohama tires. We have the absolutely stunning soul red metallic color for the exterior. Up front, you do have LED headlights. The vehicle is also equipped with an engine block heater that's currently tucked away in the engine bay. We have LED side markers on your LED turn signals on your side mirrors there. We also have this black plastic trim piece that goes along the bottom of the vehicle, protect your paint from any rock or debris that might get kicked up while driving. We also have the button here for keyless entry, tinted rear windows, then you can see the sunroof up top, 4-wheel disc brakes. You do have dual exhaust, so one on either side. Then we have your badging for CX-5 all-wheel drive, the Mazda emblem right in the middle. Then we also have your SkyActiv badge, which is the engine for the badge on that side. So if we take the key fob, press the trunk release button, lifts up all on its own. Alternatively, you can use the button beside your backup camera there, the button from the interior that I showed you before, or you can use the one on the tailgate. So lots of options for that. So in the back, you do get a ton of storage space. It is nice and carpeted throughout. You are able to fold down the rear seats. They do come down in a 40-20-40 split, so you are able to fold down the middle one on its own as such. And this is super handy if you're someone who likes to go skiing, so you can have it run through the center of the vehicle while still maintaining 4 seats. Or if you need to pick up lumber, even a tree, really you can use it for really whatever you need. And then you can see we do have child seat anchors along the back of each seat, which is super handy to get to. You also have underneath the floor here, you have some sound deadening foam with a various amounts of tools. That is to change the tire in case of emergency. And then you have your nice big spare tire in the middle here, strapped down or bolted down with a hand tight there, so super easy to get to and doesn't rattle around while you drive. And then when you're done, like I said, you can press any of the buttons. Lowers down, locks into place, and you're all good to go. For the rear interior, we do have your power window switch found below the door handle, some storage below that, and speaker at the very bottom. You do get a ton of legroom and headroom in the back. We have the same nice combination leatherette cloth material for the rear seats to match the front. Then we go ahead and fold this back up, locks back into place as such. And you are able to fold down an armrest from that as well. So it gives you 2 cup holders, a little storage compartment back here with 2 USB ports for the rear passengers, which is super handy to have. You can also find the lower child seat anchors by looking for the little circles along the bottom. Just look in the flap, and you can see in there we have the lower anchors, which are super easy to find. We also have your storage pockets on the back of both the front seats, in addition to 2 climate control vents for the rear passengers. And that was the 2019 Mazda CX-5 GS, finished in the gorgeous Soul Red Metallic. If you're interested in the spacious all-wheel drive SUV with tons of safety features, you can go to parkmazda.ca to fill out the form to book your test drive. In doing so, we can get you a $25 Visa gift card for coming down. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you soon.